Hi class, Mrs. Lowe here again. We're in our third video reviewing 3.3 slope of a line segment. Now we covered most of this in 3.1. In fact, I definitely covered it in 3.1, but 3.3 got more specific into finding the slope of a line, and I'm going to extend what's covered in the book to actually using the formula, which we haven't talked about in class. We've simply been finding slope by counting the rise over the run, and I'm going to show you how to do it using the formula. So the slope of a line is the rise over the run, and it's also known as the change in the y values over the change in the x values, which basically means the difference between the y values and the difference between the x values. And the formula you could use if you were using 2 points is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That basically just says subtract the y values, subtract the x values. So we can count and find the slope, or we could actually use the formula if you didn't have a graph of the line and you only had 2 points. So first thing I'm going to do in number 5 is I'm going to label 2 integer points. So this point here is 0, 4. This is also known as the y-intercept. And this point here is 4, 3. Now it's very simple to find the slope when it's already graphed by simply counting. We know it has a negative slope, and the rise would be 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 1 over 4 is the slope of this line. But if we want to use this formula, we can. So the formula states that the difference between the y values over the difference between the x values is the slope. So if I take 3, I'm going to subtract 4. 3 minus 4. Over, since I started with this point, with the 3, I have to start again with the 4 here. I can't do 0 minus 4 on the bottom. I have to be consistent. I'm going to do 3 minus 4, and then I'm going to do 4 minus 0. And I get negative 1 over 4. So using the formula and counting the slope gives you the exact same slope, which it must. So you try it. Try number 6, calculate the slope using the formula, and also count the rise over the run and see how you do. Hope that helps.